back with another video. This is gonna be another unboxing. As y'all can see from the front of the box, it says Resilient Sounds. So get right into it. Try not to make this a long video. Some of you already know I've had a Resilient Sound sub before. Probably one of my favorite subs, Resilient Sounds. It's a nice sticker. Yeah, I had a Resilient Sound sub before and I actually liked it. Probably one of my favorite subs, next to the Phi Neo. Phi Neo I actually sold to a buddy. My buddy's using the Phi Neo right now. He's actually running it in his current setup on a BS18 8K, I believe. I'll explain to y'all why I got this sub. Some of y'all already know. On one of my other videos, I had an American Bass X-Max Monster. The reason I got this sub is I'm gonna be running this sub from now on. I actually had issues with the American Bass, the X-Max Monster. The coil, I noticed I used it for about a month or two, and I noticed that the coil was starting to. It looked like it was starting to actually like move, like not unwind. But I was seeing pockets where the beginning of the coil was actually wound around the center itself, and it was like I could see like small little gaps, and also there was also the bottom of the spider or the joint. I'm not sure if it was a triple joint, or the triple joint is supposed to be glued to the bottom of the spider where the top of the coil. There was no glue there, and I'm not sure if that's how those subs come. But after I seen that, it kind of worried me a little bit because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was missing glue for some reason. So I mean, I never got back to American Bass, but either way, it kind of worried me about the coil, and then on top of it, the joint not being glued to the spider. So I went ahead and I actually traded the sub to somebody. I mean, they knew about these defects, and they went ahead and got the sub anyways. But either way, I sold the sub and I traded it in for a Resilient Sounds. So that's the reason why I don't have the American Bass sub anymore. I mean, it was a great looking subwoofer, but after I seen that, I've had the Resilient Sounds. Actually, the previous one that I had back then, actually the joint started, the joint actually came undone or unglued from the bottom of the spider, and was almost touching the top of where the coil, where the winding coils, or where the coil winding actually begins. And that, I guess that was from either too much power or from the box being too big. Either way, I've had that happen before, and in my head, that's what I was thinking that was gonna happen to the American Bass sub, especially since I didn't see any glue connecting from the joint to the spider. So of course I went ahead and just got rid of it, and I didn't want to. I was going to get another American Bass because I had actually emailed American Base about the direct leads on the sub. When I first got the sub, I noticed that the direct leads on that sub had corrosion from where the ends were they're actually tin. They're tin. It's copper wire, but it's tinned on the end. That way you could solder, hook up some solder. And I emailed American Base letting them know that it had corrosion from the end of the leads all the way into the subwoofer where the tinsel is. So that, I mean, I wasn't happy about that, and they basically wanted me to send the sub back and then for them to send me a new one. So I didn't want to wait, 2 to 3 weeks to get a new sub. So, I just cut the ends off of the direct leads and try to clean it as much as I could, and then I used it after that. But still, I looked after I took the sub back out of the box. I noticed that the leads were starting to corrode again. So I was like, that's another reason why I went ahead and got rid of the the American Base. There was too many issues going on with that sub, and I wasn't too happy about that. So, like I said, I had a Resilient Sound sub before, and it was probably one of my favorite subs. Yeah, it was one of my favorite subs. So, plus I kept hearing a lot of people are telling me that these subs can take a shitload of power. I hear some people saying 5 to 6K, 5 to 6,000 watts, which would be perfect for me. I actually got back, I got word from my amp repair guy, which is Kevin Mansky off of Facebook. His name is Kevin Mansky. If anybody needs their amplifier repaired, that's the guy to get your that's the guy to send it to, because that guy he's known all over Facebook. He repairs a lot of people's amps, and he actually I just got word from him that he just finished my amp, so he should be sending off my Crescendo 6K any day. So hopefully I get that pretty soon, and then I can throw the 6K on this sub right here. So I've seen this sub before, but I've had this subwoofer here sitting for I want to say 2 weeks now, and I just haven't got around to opening it until right now. But overall, it's a great looking sub. See if y'all can see that coil. That's another thing right here. It's that coil. I got this sub because of that flat one coil. That's a heavy duty coil right there. Heavy duty coil. Show what that black stuff is. Almost looks like glue. But yeah, the American Base didn't have a big coil like that. It's supposed to be flat wound, but it was like a very skinny flat wound coil, very, very skinny compared to this coil right here. And it was, of course, it was a black, so it must have had the black glue over it. But this was just your basic coil. But otherwise, other than that, it's a flat wound coil, so these things can take a shitload of power. Of course, you got your 4-gauge terminals, which these are nice. And of course, you got your dual tinsel leads. So overall, this is just a beautiful subwoofer. And this one is a I think it says on the bottom. Let's see. This one is it's a dual 1 ohm. Of course, 2K RMS. Dual 1 ohm, so I can either wire it at 2 ohms or half ohm. That's what I'm saying. Whenever I get my 6K back, I'm gonna be wiring it at half ohm. So hopefully I get around 6K, if not 5K. With the ohm rise, who knows how much I'll be getting. I'm gonna give me one of those watt meters. That way I can kind of see how much power I'm pulling out of my 6K when I get it. But Other than that, I mean, it's a beautiful sub. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Like I said, I like the American-based sub, but you know, with all those issues going on with the sub, I just went ahead and just got rid of it. And I went ahead and got something new. Like I said, I almost got the XV3 Sundown. It was either between that sub and the Resilient Sounds Platinum. And my box is 3.5 cubes, maybe 3.4, 3.3. I think the XV3s need at least 4 cubes, so my box is too small, so I went ahead and got this. So I think it's perfect for that box that I got. So I went ahead and went with this up instead. And I was going to order the Platinum version 2, but those don't come out until the middle of August, and I was kind of impatient and I didn't want to wait too long. I didn't want to wait that long, so I went ahead and got this. Maybe if I get a chance to, and if I, you know, save a little money, I'll go ahead and order the version 2. But for right now, I'm gonna be going with this on the 6K. So should be plenty of power for this up. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on. You know, I'm gonna do a video whenever I get my 6K back. And but that's basically, you know, that's basically it. That's all I got for right now.